Hi everyone, welcome back to our Jump in Jan series. Today we're taking a look at the Data Export Wizard. Yesterday we were looking at Data Loader, Data Import Wizard, and today we're looking at the Data Export. So let's jump into our setup menu. Data Export is a great way to back up your data in Salesforce. And when we're talking about data, there's actually two different types of data. We've got metadata and then actual data. And the metadata is like how you've set up your fields or your object relationships or all of the work that you're doing as a admin. That is like the metadata, the actual build and design of your org. And then the data itself is like all the phone numbers of your leads and all the names and all the opportunity information and all of the actual data that's being entered by end users. So it's the second type of data, the end user entry data, that we're interested in here. That's what our data export does. So in setup, you're just searching up in your setup menu for the data export, and you'll see it come up here under data. So we can just open that one up quite easily. Take a look. Let's have a look at what's going on. And in our data export here, you can go ahead and schedule any export that you like. The key thing here is that when you are doing your scheduled export, you can do it once every 7 days, or I think it's once every, I want to say 21 days. Let's take a look. We can export it now if you like, or you can schedule. We want to go and schedule it. All right, so you can decide how you want to export your data, what's the coding that it's going to use. Just keep it as standard if you're not too sure. Include images, documents, and attachments, if you like, maybe yes. Include Salesforce files, maybe yes, maybe no, up to you. And then scheduled import, you can do it on the first day of every month, all right, or on like the first Sunday of every month, completely up to you. And then start, when do you want this to end? So maybe you set this up every year, for the whole year. And then preferred start dates. Maybe you want this to run at like midnight when no one else is around. It's not going to bother anyone. Nothing's going to be changed mid-export. And then what data do you want to export? You can choose all of it. Or maybe you only want to export certain objects or certain parts. And then you just go ahead and save it. So once you're happy with all your settings, you can go ahead and save. And then it's going to just run automatically. And you will get an email as the admin when it has been exported successfully, and then you can download all those files and then please store them somewhere safe on like another cloud backup, not just on your own personal laptop, so that if something does go wrong, worst case scenario, you can get these back. It's also a really good idea to do this before you make any huge major changes, just in case something goes wrong. Of course, it would be good to have a backup of Salesforce orgs in your sandbox environments, but this is also a really good backup to have. So it's a really easy tool to use. Just search up data export. You don't have to go anywhere else. It's all within Salesforce. It's pretty easy to set up too. So I hope that if you've never used this before, you give this a go. You can always delete the files straight away as soon as you get them. So if you haven't done this before, don't worry about it taking up heaps of space, because it's a playground. There's actually not a lot of stuff in here, and you'll be able to experience what it's like without worrying about crashing your laptop or anything like that. So give it a go, learn something new, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video for some more Salesforce January content. Bye for now.